Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. I know it must have been devastating for you to watch me sabotage our future and not be able to stop me. Well, yes, it must have been devastating for you. It must have been soul-crushing and heart-wrenching and heartbreaking for you as well to watch this person be hell-bent on that path of self-destruction of this connection. And more than likely, you did try to stop it. You tried to get them to slam on the brakes with what they were doing in regard to bringing low vibration behaviors and dysfunctional and toxic habits and stuff into this connection. But this person was on that path, and there was no way that you were going to be able to pull them off that path, no matter what you did, no matter how hard you worked, no matter how much you tried, no matter how much you prayed, no matter how much you tried to take responsibility or pick up the slack where they were not putting in effort and energy, because this was going to go this way between the two of you no matter what. And that is part of the reason these connections are so challenging. Because there is always something. There is always a crisis point, whatever that is, for almost every single divine counterpart connection. Whether you are soulmates or whether you are twin flames, there's always going to be this point that creates this crisis between the two of you. Because that is the initiation point for you to each begin your personal and spiritual growth. And this person was on that path of destruction, and you couldn't have pulled them off. More than likely, it could have been part of the soul contract that you share, especially if this person was unwilling to do the work with you side by side to grow, evolve, and transform. And then there would not have been the reason for this disconnect between the two of you in the 3D space. But your person is aware that you saw what they were doing. You saw how they were acting. You perhaps did try to circumvent it. You tried to stop it, but nope, you couldn't have done anything because it was going to go this way, one way or another, when it happened or later. And it's actually better that it happens sooner rather than later, because that gives you so much more time to spend together as a couple where things are happy, fulfilling, balanced, and healthy between the two of you. And that is the point with that. Even though I understand that what you went through was a very difficult experience, it was soul crushing. You felt like you'd had your heart ripped out and stomped on by this person, because that is how it truly feels, especially when we are watching it happen and we feel that everything is happening in slow motion. And why is this person acting this way? Because they're sabotaging the relationship. Whether they're doing it consciously by making decisions to sabotage, or whether it's happening subconsciously because they are reacting to their illusions that they have kept hidden within their subconscious for so very long about their unworthiness, about being unlovable, about no one ever being able to care about them, although you did try to show this person a better way from the very beginning. But things were going to erupt between the two of you, one way or another, and this person was going to step away. They were going to take this path no matter what happened, no matter how much you prayed or tried to stop it, because the place that you are right now is where the growth occurs for this person. It occurs for both of you, but especially for them. When we separated, I thought I was doing the right thing for both of us, thinking it would be easier in the long run. Well, this person did think it was going to be easier if they just ran away from you. But in truth, running away from you and denying this connection and abandoning the love that's here between the two of you has made their life more difficult. And they're having to acknowledge that as well. But this person also is aware that they were hurting you when they were spending time with you. They could see the devastation that they were bringing into your life. They could see the tears. They could see the heartbreak, the sorrow, and the sadness that you were experiencing because they were acting out and hell-bent on this destructive behavior. And this person didn't want to hurt you anymore, so they made their exit. Did they make their exit the proper way? Oh, more than likely not. Because for most of you, this person will have just vanished into the ether and not said a word. For some of you, perhaps this person did have a conversation with you about what was happening within and that they needed to step away to go and figure themselves out, to find themselves, to understand what's going on within them, which would have been hurtful in and of itself, but much better than someone just vanishing on us, because that leaves us in that place of not knowing what's going on with that person in regard to their health and well-being. Are they okay? Did something happen to them? Right? And so then we would try to reach out to them and make sure that they're doing okay. And when we do that, what do we get back? Usually nothing, just cricket noise and more silence. But I feel what this person is saying in this message, in this sentence, is that it has not been easier for them to have their life without you. There's definitely a void in this person's life that they are feeling at the moment. And I feel that it is something that is definitely giving them a serious wake-up call and a reckoning within that life without you is not so happy. I don't consider myself an emotional person, but since you and I have been apart, I'm an emotional basket case. Well, this person's not doing so great without you. I do feel that it's very challenging for them to be without you, just like it's challenging for you. They miss you. They long for you. They need you. They desire you. They yearn for you. They find themselves calling out to you at all times of the day and night because they need to feel this connection. They're having a hard time in their life without you. Now, here's the part that I need you guys to really consider. Do not feel sorry for them. You can hold them in the light. You can send them love. You can have compassion for them from a distance. But don't feel sorry for them because this is the path they have chosen. This was their free will choice to sabotage this relationship and create the problems between the two of you. So now they are having to deal with the repercussions of those choices, right? I chose to do things this way, so now I'm going to have to face what happens as a result of doing the things I chose to do them. That is the law, the universal law of cause and effect. What goes around comes around. And so this person is at the moment feeling like they are all over the place. They are an emotional basket case, but they need to feel these emotions, all the levels of their emotions. They need to feel sorrow. They need to feel sadness. They need to be angry at themselves. They need to feel this devastation. They need to feel everything that they have done to themselves when they sabotage this relationship. And it's going to hit them all at different times because each person is different. Well, each one of your people are different, right? And so everyone is in their own space of having to feel and deal with the emotions, because that is the calling card that the universe presents to get us moving, to wake us up and shake us up, to get us to go through the growth and transformation that we need to go through. Because if they're an emotional basket case, they are having to look within to figure things out. And that is why you shouldn't feel sorry for them, because this is something that they need to go through. This is part of the process of the journey that is their choice. You can pray for them. You can have compassion for them, but let them go through this by themselves. It's what they need to experience. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. I find myself wanting to be away from the people in my life and just be alone with my feelings. Yes, your person, I do feel, is in this place of intense seclusion. They do want to be alone with their feelings, alone with their memories as well, alone with thinking things through and remembering and having flashbacks of the two of you to places and times that were happier and so much more fulfilling than this person's current experience, where there was emotional happiness, not feeling like they are an emotional basket case. So I do feel this person is pulling away from a lot of people in their life. Perhaps not everyone, but I don't feel that they are wanting to be social. I don't feel that they are wanting to do much of anything except perhaps the bare minimum, do what they have to do. And then I feel they want to go home and just get lost in their thoughts, lost in the memories of the two of you being together. Perhaps they're watching things on TV. Perhaps they are trying to read books, but then when they read a chapter in a book, they have to reread that several times because their mind cannot focus, because everything comes back to them thinking about you and the emotional devastation that they are feeling at this time as well. Nobody seems to understand why I'm so miserable without you. They just say things like move on or get over it. Now that can be another reason why this person is just wanting to seclude themselves in a place of isolation away from the people in their life and be alone with their feelings. That makes sense, especially because for you guys as well watching the reading, do the people in your life, your friends, your family, do they understand what you're going through? Do they have a true compassion for what you are experiencing? Because usually, unless they've experienced it themselves, they will not. So yes, your person is having that same issue. They're having to tackle it head on. They're having to tackle it themselves, and they are having to work through it, to move through this range of emotions that they are feeling. The grief, the sadness, the emotional devastation, the guilt, the regret, and all of those other things, they are having to work through it. No wonder they are wanting to isolate themselves. But for you guys watching the reading as well, here on Crystal Vision 1111, we do have a premiere every night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where there is a group of people in the chat who do understand what you are going through, because they are going through something very similar, and they will not tell you to get over it or get over yourself or move on or let go. They will be there to support, encourage, and lift you up. So if you haven't joined us for one of the premieres that happens daily at 8 p.m. Eastern, pop into the chat and introduce yourselves and just start talking. Everyone will talk to you that's in the chat, and they will lift you up, especially if you are having a very emotional basket case kind of day yourselves. But let's see what else is coming in, please. I pray every day that you haven't given up on me or us. Well, I do feel this person is doing a lot of praying, because when we go through these kind of emotional experiences, we do have a tendency to turn to the divine. It's the only way that we can get through it. Is that what you did, you guys watching the reading, when all of this happened between the two of you, when you could see that this person was sabotaging this relationship, when you could sense that they were getting ready to run away from you, or when they actually did run away and disappear on you? Prayer is the only way to deal with it. We deal with our own range of emotions, and it always comes back to that needing to connect with God, needing to connect to Source, to Spirit, to be able to work through the emotional devastation that we feel. Your person is having to do that as well, but they are also praying that you will hear them out. They are praying that you haven't given up on them, and that and that you haven't given up on this connection either. But let's use some tarot cards now and see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing with the collective? The Two of Pentacles. That looks like a clown, doesn't it? And I do feel that your person is in this space where they are not feeling like a happy clown at the moment, but one of those clowns that has that sad frown painted on their face. And this person wants to get back to experiencing happiness and joy in their life. And this person knows there's only one way to make that happen, and that is truly to reach out to you and bring change into the dynamic between you, to turn around and return. The Two of Pentacles is a card of change, telling us that things are shifting. You just can't see it yet, but you will at the right time. When this person is ready to come out of the silence, you will be the first one that knows, actually, because they will make a beeline for you. At the moment, they are in this place where they are having to experience a lot of their emotions. And it's a difficult thing for them to experience, but yet it is part of the process of their maturing. It is part of the process of their personal and spiritual growth. I'm never going to get it to where you guys can see that Two of Pentacles, but there we go. Anyway, so yes, change. Change is afoot. Change is happening. Change is the only thing that's constant in our lives, and it is happening all the time, right? And this is about your person understanding that they have needed to change their ways. And you have been responsible for this person creating the changes that they are making in their life right now. Because your light, your essence, and your love has inspired them to grow up to become the person that you have always believed and known that they could be. But the Two of Pentacles as well is about equal give and take. It's about reciprocity. It's about your person returning and no longer taking you for granted, no longer making you do all the heavy lifting. But this person definitely contributing to the rebuilding of this relationship into something that is much more solid. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What is the universe sharing with the collective? Oh, the Lovers. Yes, we do love the Lovers. That is all about getting back together. It is all about the love and the attraction and the desire that this person feels and has for you. The Lovers is about reconciliation, telling us that yes, your person is going to return because they are learning how to make better decisions for love. This person knows that they have made some really bad choices, which is why the law of cause and effect is happening for them. Perhaps they are experiencing some karma that's been dropped on them at the moment. That can be part of what they are experiencing, being in this place of an emotional basket case right now. But as well, with the Lovers, it is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. Now that tells us that this could be a twin flame connection, but the meaning of the Lovers is a union of hearts and a union of souls, confirming that it could be a soulmate connection. Please just take it as it resonates for you and your person. The bottom line is with the Lovers, it is about there is a divine counterpart connection, a soul deep love. You have traveled so many lifetimes with this person. And I feel that they are awakening to all of this as well during this time that they are wanting to just be alone in their thoughts and in their memories and in their prayers, because they are having an awakening during this time as well. As I mentioned, the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, but you don't have to be a Gemini for this reading to work for you or resonate with you. You don't have to be any of the signs that I mentioned for this reading. Neither does your person. It is for everyone. It's a collective reading, and it truly is more important that we consider the message that the universe is sharing with the collective today. And what I am really getting is that This person is losing their mind without you, and it's really hard for them right now. But this is the place and the way and the method by which they have chosen to learn the life lessons and assimilate those experiences and spiritual growth that they need to have in their life. So you can send them love, you can say a prayer for them, you can have compassion for them, but this is truly something that they need to experience and go through. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Oh my goodness, the 10 of Cups. Well, yes, things are changing. Change is definitely coming, especially when we consider the combination of the Lovers and the 10 of Cups. Because the 10 of Cups is about happiness. It's about joy. It is about fulfillment. It is about love. It is about partnership. It is about commitment. And this is what your person desires with you. So even though they are in this place at the moment where they feel like they're losing their mind, it is giving them that massive wake-up call. It is giving them that big, huge epiphany that they have needed so that they can come moving back towards you, turning around and heading back in your direction. The 10 of Cups is about all of this love that your person feels for you. And perhaps they have needed this time away from you to really feel it. Perhaps they've needed this time away from you to really admit it to themselves, although it's always been there. They tried to deny it. They tried to reject it. They tried to destroy it by sabotaging this connection. But the love remains because the connection between the two of you remains. This connection isn't gone. Your person has just paused it for a time because they've needed to go through the growth and the change that comes with this 2 of Pentacles to be able to return for this sacred union of divine feminine and divine masculine so that you can create and build your lives together. That comes with the 10 of Cups. But as well, the 10 of Cups is about happiness. It is about your happiness. Things are going to change for the better for you and this person, contributing to your happiness, but also to theirs. But this is about creating something that is long-lasting and happy and healthy and thriving. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Let's see what we need to hear. What is Spirit sharing with the collective? What do we need to know? The Fool. Well, interesting. We have the Fool and the Clown. That clown that's on that 2 of Pentacles. Yes, the Fool. Your person sees how foolish they have been. Your person sees that they have just made one mistake after another when they started sabotaging this relationship. They are really hoping that you are going to find it within yourself to forgive them. This person is taking all of this on very deeply at the moment, but yet this is what they need to go through. Whether they are in this place of being an emotional basket case or just being really retreated away and self-isolating, whatever they are going through right now, this is where they need to be, because with the Fool, it is about them saying, I want to get to this next leg of our journey. It's time for the next chapter, only this time I'm going to be in a better space. I am going to be more elevated. I am going to be more spiritually aware. I am going to be more emotionally intimate. I am going to be emotionally mature as well, because I have used our time to grow up while we are away from each other. And I have needed this time because I could see how much I was hurting you. And so I thought that by running away and leaving you alone was going to be the solution because I didn't want to hurt you anymore. But I see as well that that was another foolish mistake, because that probably devastated you even more. And I get that now, and I see that now. It was not easier for me in the long run. And I probably did not make it easier for you either. But I made those choices out of the blue because I just couldn't understand what I was going through and what I was feeling. And I knew that if I'd had conversations with you about what I was going through, I would have stayed longer and I would have ultimately left anyway. And so it's better this way, sooner rather than later, because I will come back sooner rather than later as well. The Fool is about your person saying, it is time for me to take this leap of faith and trust and believe. Believe in myself, believe in us, believe in this relationship, and no longer believe in all of that junk that I was listening to before, because love is the cornerstone for this relationship moving forward. I haven't been able to release the love that I feel for you. I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. Thoughts of you are constantly, forever flowing in and out of my mind. And all of those thoughts initiate a memory, and then I spend hours and hours thinking about what should be, what could be. But now I'm focused instead on what can be and what will be, because I want this opportunity to start over with you. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The Hermit. Well, actually the Hermit makes sense today, guys, especially with this card that says, I find myself wanting to be away from the people in my life and just be alone with my feelings. Yes, that is the Hermit energy. That is someone who is in self-imposed isolation. And I do feel that this is your person right now for the majority of you that are watching this reading. But the thing with the Hermit, which is ruled by Virgo, is that is where the growth occurs for your person. It is where they are addressing those things within that they have needed to work through. It's where they identify them. It's where they isolate them. It's where they understand why they sabotage this connection for the two of you to begin with. And by understanding why, that allows them to address all of those things that created the why, right? The W-H-Y. Why? Yes. And so that is going to allow them as well to have the insight and the knowledge to be able to explain it all to you when they return. And that is what you need to hear, and that is what you need to know directly from them. But they are using this time away from you to grow up and change the way that they have needed to for so very long. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? The Eight of Cups, another card of spiritual growth with the Eight of Cups. Your person really tackling all of those things one by one. And we have to consider each one of those 8 cups being filled with something, like their fears, their doubts, their lack of worthiness, their self-absorbing behaviors, their ego, their pride. All of those things being in each and every one of those cups. And this person, as they walk away, they are kicking them over one by one to release them and be rid of them. And that is actually what the Eight of Cups means, because it's about someone who is releasing the baggage. Yes, getting rid of it. All of that stuff that doesn't belong here. This belongs here, this Ten of Cups. Happiness, joy, abundance. All of this person's old things do not belong in this relationship, and they are using this time to address them, which makes sense with it coming right after the Hermit, which is about soul searching and digging deep into your psyche and your subconscious to address those things that support your brokenness. Yes, getting rid of it. But as well, the Eight of Cups is about the missing one returning, telling us that this person is coming back. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Whoops, I just dropped a whole stack of cards on the table, guys. That was like 15 of them. Let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What is Spirit sharing? The Two of Wands. Well, I actually do love that the Two of Wands comes right now, because this is about your person taking control, taking action, rising up, making something happen to return to you and no longer being afraid. Especially because the tarot portion of this reading started with the Two of Pentacles and it concludes with the Two of Wands. All those twos, two number twos, about balance, harmony, equilibrium, equal give and take, being in this connection moving forward. But the Two of Wands tells us your person is getting ready to turn around and begin their return journey to you. For some of you, they are already on their way. You just cannot see it yet. All of this is happening in the spiritual realm, because that is where their growth is happening in spirit, right? Absolutely. But the Two of Wands is about them bridging the distance between you. It is about them saying, it is time for us to talk. It is time for us to get together. It is time for us to clear the air, because I want to talk to you about my future plans and goals. And as you can see, the figure in this Two of Wands is looking dead on at that Ten of Cups, which is your person wanting to talk to you about their feelings, their love, but also that they want this happily ever after with you that comes with that Ten of Cups, because that's the general meaning of the Ten of Cups card. But let's use some oracle cards now and see what else is coming in for this message today, please. Chaos and conflict. Well, this card comes with number 33, and I really feel that this creature is very chaotic because it doesn't know if it's a zebra or a giraffe. Well, obviously it is a zebra. It's got the shape of a zebra, but it has giraffe skin, because there's chaos and conflict all around. And this is your person at the moment, I feel, in this place of chaos and conflict, feeling a lot of internal conflict, feeling a lot of chaos around them and in their life, perhaps, feeling a lot of internal conflict as well, for how they acted, for how they hurt you, for how they treated you. And they know that there's only one way that they're going to truly be able to alleviate that feeling of internal conflict, and that is to apologize and make their way back to you. This card comes with number 33, if anyone resonates with number 33. That can be your ages now or when you met. That can be March 3rd. That can be the number 6. That's also the number on the lovers. Number 6 can be June or the 6th of any month. Now, the interesting thing about number 6 is that is also about balance, harmony, tranquility, and peace being restored to our lives. Definitely individually for each of you, but also into this connection. And I do feel your person could use some tranquility at the moment, because I do feel that they are in this space where they are not doing well mentally without you in their life right now. But let's see what else is coming in. Round and round. This card comes with number 25. Now, 25 can be your ages now or when you met. It can be the 25th of any month. It can be February 5th. It can be May 2nd. It can be the number 7. So it could be July or the 7th of any month. But round and round. Your person has been running in circles, round and round and round. Your person has been thinking things in their brain, round and round and round, like a giant gas turbine engine that's getting ready to start speeding up. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Yes, your person has been stuck in this place where they have been overthinking and overanalyzing, because they do not like their life without you in it. And this is part of the process that they are having to go through. But round and round as well, I do feel your person is able to use the energy of the Hermit and look at past behaviors and look at the way that they treated you. And I feel that that is something that's giving them a lot of insight into looking at past behaviors with past relationships, whether romantic relationships or friends or family members, seeing that they have used a lot of the same things over and over, wanting to be free of this, going around in circles and just moving back towards you. That is what is going on with your person as well. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Well, that could be part of the reason why they're wanting to stay away from people in their life, because they are feeling so much internal tension and perhaps stress and internal conflict that they are creating arguments and being argumentative. That can be what's happening for your person as well. I do feel that that is something that can be going on with them. But this stress that they are feeling, it's because they've made the wrong choices. It's because they acted out. It's because they brought all of this devastation into this relationship and into your life. And they can be feeling the stress as well that you may not take them back. But it's not going to stop them from rising up and trying, especially with the Ten of Cups being center stage for the tarot portion of the reading, because they are going to try to see if you are willing to take them back into your life and have this opportunity for a much better relationship, especially with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups being side by side. Emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, and affected. Yes, your person is in that place of emotional storm right now. And I feel that that is, well, it's where they need to be, actually, because I feel that it is giving them that wake-up call that they need. Their emotions feeling turbulent, all swirling around them, giving them insight, giving them guidance, giving that push forward towards you to come back and see what you're going to do, what you're going to say when they start explaining everything to you. Their emotions, I do feel, are all over the place. What is that? Emotional basket case? Yes, they've been an emotional basket case. But this is what they need to feel right now, guys. It is giving them the life lessons and the experiences that they need to grow up and get their act together. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Well, I do feel this person daydreams quite a bit about you. They are definitely thinking about you, because that's what they do when they find themselves wanting to just be alone with their emotions and with their thoughts. Yes, they are feeling it. They are feeling the heaviness of it. And then they do try to reflect upon happier times when the two of you were together, because that does pick them up and out of this sense of feeling so deeply unstable and emotional because of the things that they've done. But this person is using all of this at the moment, combined with the energy of the Hermit, to lift themselves up and out of what they need to work on and what they need to address, so that they can return in a much better space than the person who shut down, who sabotaged this relationship and ran away from you. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Well, okay, so we have a lot going on with your person. I feel that they are going through quite a bit of stuff at the moment because, well, it's how they chose to attain this growth. We have to go through X number of life lessons and personal growth and spiritual growth experiences for our lifetimes, and we can do it willingly or we can resist it. If we resist it, it's going to get harder. If we continue to resist it, those life lessons are going to become much more difficult. And I feel that that is what has happened for your person. Now they are in this space where they feel like they're going crazy because they don't like their life without you, but having to acknowledge that this is something that they did to themselves. So in a way, they cause their own law of cause and effect. Yes, because they're experiencing it themselves. They made those wrong choices by hurting you, by creating emotional devastation in your life, by not being real, by not being authentic. But all of the smoke and mirrors that they put in this connection for the two of you, you will not see this person doing that anymore, because when they come back, it is all going to be about this happy that comes with that 10 of Cups. And that is about joy, love, long-lasting partnership in a fulfilling, thriving relationship. And this is peace. Yes, balance, harmony, and friendship. Well, we have talked about balance and harmony throughout this reading with all of the 2s that are on the table, but also with the 6s, because those are both numbers that support balance and harmony and peace. And your person wants to feel peace again. They want to come out of this place where they feel this turmoil, where they feel their inner conflict, where they're feeling stressed, where they are carrying their guilt and their regret. And there is only one way to relieve all of that, and that is to show up and apologize. But this is the action of your person to return, to come out of hiding, to come out of this hermit cave, to show up and start speaking to you about how they see this connection going in regard to long-term goals and plans. But they also are aware that they are the one who needs to take action, to come back to you, to see if you are willing to accept them back into your life. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.